Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Kevlos here, and today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Arcane. So as usual, if you guys can't enjoy it, you know what to do. Consider leaving a like as well as hitting that big red sub button down below. I really do appreciate your support here, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of single player playthroughs of content or even guides just like this one. And with that being said, let's get this episode started. So here we are in the game, and as you can see, we are miles away from where we last were, which is of course, I think at the end of the Shadow Isles. I can't remember precisely where in the Shadow Isles. I think it was in the Shadow Vaults or something, right? Can't really remember, but regardless, we are miles away from there because we are here actually back in Bilgewater, more specifically in Baron's Rest. And what we're doing here is we're mainly just back here to go ahead and attempt this next side quest over here. I'm just gonna quickly pull up the map as well as the quest log menu just to show you what I mean. So the side quest in question is gonna be Ahri's legendary weapon side quest, which is gonna be the Oblivion Orb. So we need to obtain the Ice Fox token, the Foxfire token, and the Midnight Fox token. However, we're just going to be focusing on one token today because that's all we have enough time for, and we're going to go ahead and do the Midnight Fox token. That's also because the Ice Fox token and the Foxfire token actually involves the next storyline mission, the next area in the next storyline mission, which is of course the Vault of the Vasani. So yeah, we're gonna just be focusing on the Midnight Fox token today, which is very easily obtainable in my opinion. So let's go ahead and just quickly track this quest. Let's also untrack Orn's Will, which was the quest that we attempted in the previous episode. I believe this is Brom's legendary weapon, so we got the Volcanic Blood Door as well as Brom's Ferroidian Shield. The enormous charge crystal is going to be on hold for now as well. That is because that is also only obtainable in the Vault of the Vasani. So basically, when we reach the Vault of the Vasani, we're going to do all three items in one fell swoop. So the enormous charge crystal and Ahri's two Fox tokens there. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, let's go and just quickly untrack Orn's Will. There we go. And let's just focus on the Oblivion Orb. Can we have it in the top left here? There we go. Alright, so Midnight Fox token. How are we gonna get it? This is very simple. This is one of the most easiest quests in my opinion. The consequent battle might be a little bit tough, but you know, in terms of obtaining the item, it's relatively, you know, less complex as you know, say Misfortune's volcanic gun barrels or something, which required some sort of problem solving in I believe the Twisted Path. So yeah, the solution. So basically, the solution to that is in the couple of videos back, or you could alternatively download the MediaFire file, which basically has a compilation of all the you know, the solutions and the locations of each item, as well as the level 3 ultimates for each champion in this game. It's a free download, so no strings attached. You can just go ahead and download it if you want to. But today, we're just gonna focus on getting the Midnight Fox token. So first thing we need to do, we need to head to the back of Baron's Rest because we need to meet a certain Demacian woman, which we first met here in the Baron's Rest area, and if I'm not mistaken, she supposedly went towards the back of the location, this particular inn. I would say Baron's Rest is technically an inn. So let's see if she's here. There she is. Okay, so she's the woman in white. Let's go ahead and just speak to her and see what she wants. Thank you for meeting me here. Well, it's not dawdle duty is calling it both of us, it seems. Well, ironic of her to say dawdling here because I think we kept her waiting for quite some time. Couple of missions we kept her waiting, so my apologies about that. Okay, let's see what you want. I've never been one to complain about dawdling. She stifles a laugh, but a smile creeps across her face, if only for a brief moment. I help manage a business in Demacia, and it appears a supply container of ours has gone missing. After some investigation, we have an idea about who the culprit might be as well as the method of their burglary. Okay, why can't your people handle it? Let's ask her. That's just the thing, the method. This plunderer uses portals to the spirit realm to enter and exit areas at his whim. Being a citizen of Demacia, such magics are strictly forbidden. We even know where he's storing our missing goods, but can do nothing, even though we have a device that would allow us to recover it. Okay, I understand what she means here. For those of you who are a bit lost, basically, this is a little bit of a ploy on why, you know, well, not really a ploy, but it really ties into the Demacian, what do you call it, Demacian mantra? I'm not really sure. The Demacian way of life, I would say, where they are basically prohibited and they actually spurn magical abilities. More on that, you know, potentially on the lore, on the fandom website where you could go ahead and check the lore. If you guys are interested, of course, just go ahead and Google maybe Laxana or Garen. Those two are the siblings, of course, very famous Demacian champions. You can also look into Silas. I think that's a very interesting one. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Okay, let's go ahead and just ask her why can't Demacians use magic. I already know basically, but I'm still gonna ask for the sake of you out there who are basically, I don't know, maybe you don't know much about the lore. So yeah, let's go ahead and check in with her. Why can't Demacians use magic? Because of the Rune Wars. Are you not a student of history? Such destruction can never be repeated again. We will see to that. Very, very true. The Rune Wars is also some sort of magical war that took place in the history of Runeterra. I believe there was a very prominent champion involved in this. I think his name is Rise. I'll be honest with you. I'll be very, very frank with you. I don't really study. Well, not really study. I don't really look into too much lore outside of Noxus, my favorite region. So I can only tell you patches of you know what's going on. And hell, I'll be honest with you again, I don't really know too much about the extreme history of Runeterra. I know about the modern and more recent events, so stuff like the Demacian-Noxian War, Piltover Zon, a little bit about Bilgewater. So yeah, that's basically my deal. Okay, let's go ahead and just proceed. Our contacts are given us an ethereal lens. It detects weaknesses between this realm and the spirit realm and reveals them. The thief that took our product from the material realm hid them in the spirit realm where we cannot access. Okay. Can the lens be used anywhere? Unfortunately, no. The lens only lets you see places where the link between the spirit and material realm are strongest. So we use the lens, get the goods, then return. Yes, that would be the sum of it. Just carrying the lens is enough to be able to see parts where the spirit realm is close to the material realm where you couldn't before. It would definitely be worth your while. What say you? Okay, before we agree with her, let's ask her a couple of things first. I need to know more before I agree to anything. I'm happy to explain if I can. Let's ask her about employing others to use magic for you. Isn't that still breaking the rules? Just traveling out here, talking to you, telling an outsider of our troubles. All these lengths are because of how important that package is. I take no satisfaction in employing magic. Of all the options we explored, I found this one the least offensive. But yes, I am breaking the rules as you put it, but it brings me no pleasure. How Demacian. Always following the rules, always following the rules, law and order. That is their, you know, that is what they preach at the choir. Okay, what makes you think the goods are here? We have our methods. To reveal them to you would compromise a security you must understand. I assure you the package is where we think it is. Okay, what's the material realm and the spirit realm? The material realm is this realm, what you see around you, where you live, the normal world you know. All of this world is the material realm. The spirit realm is layered on top of the material realm. It is everywhere and nowhere. It is a space between spaces. It is home to other beings as the material realm is home to us. That's the best I can explain it. Okay, this has a little bit of you know, vague references to Shen, if I'm not mistaken, because to my understanding, Shen is like some sort of guardian, and he's an Ionian, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Shen is some sort of guardian that between the material realm and the spirit realm, basically the living world and the ghost world, to put into more layman terms. So yeah, Shen is also called the Eye of the Twilight, and he's, you know, he basically is trained to guard these two realms or something. You know, basically that's why he preaches balance all the time, which is sometimes, you know, a bit of a meme, I would say, sometimes, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's go ahead and head back, and let's just accept the quest. I'm delighted to hear that, she says. What you're looking for is a container, as simple as it sounds, but obviously it exists only in the spirit realm. We've tracked its locations to near the captain's bar in the slaughter docks. I don't know what exactly you'll see when you're there, but I've been assured it will be relatively easy to spot. Just having the ethereal lens will be enough to see what you need. Oh, I almost forgot to give you it. She reaches for something in her bag. Okay, so we need to retrieve the Demacian box on the spirit realm, and we have the ethereal lens here. Okay, cool. So you might be wondering at this stage, how does this tie into Ahri's quest? Because this is a separate side quest in its own. That's because basically to get Ahri's quest complete, you need to have the ethereal lens with you. And since we already have the ethereal lens, I'm gonna go ahead and work towards that. But first, let's go ahead and solve this Demacian woman's conundrum. Basically, this particular quest is also mandatory to complete if you want Ahri's side quest done. So yeah, you need to get all the chests. Yeah, it's basically a chest. It's not really a box or something. There's actually a chest in the slaughter docks in the spirit realm that you need to loot, if I'm not mistaken. There are 4 in total to get Ahri's side quest done, but out of the 4, 1 is mandatory to get for this particular side quest with the Demacian woman. So regardless, we're gonna go ahead and work towards all 4. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut the video ahead to the slaughter docks, the front of the captain's bar. It's a very familiar location. I think you should know when we get there, but yeah, I'll cut ahead to there and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, we are back, and here we are in the slaughter docks as the woman intended us to go to. So basically, she said in front of captain's bar. Now captain's reference bar is basically this area here where we first, I believe, played as Alawi, and also more recently, we visited this place as, I think, to get the, the fishing location for Brahms, Ferriordian Shield. So yeah, the first location that you need to go to is here, and the first, the first chest that you need to loot is basically in this area here. So how are we gonna access this area? I know there's no chest precisely, but it's very simple. You will notice that along the way, whenever you want to go ahead and interact with the the spirit realm or something, using the ethereal lens, of course, it's gonna be denoted by these flashing markers of some sort. So all you need to do is you just need to interact with it. Okay, so the world is gonna turn blue, and there you go, the chest just pops up in front of you. So all you need to do is you just need to loot this chest. This appears to be the supply container Renee described. It only exists in the spirit realm. Let's attempt to open the box. The box has locking mechanisms that are expertly designed, and it is made out of petricite, making magical means of opening it useless. There is no way to open this box without a key. Okay, so I guess we just have to take the box then. Alright, cool. So now we need to return to Renee. So all we need to do is we just need to run off. Don't worry about, exiting. It will automatically leave, it will automatically just, how do I say, pull you out of it when you leave the when you leave a certain radius. So what I'm gonna do now is we have the box. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to Renee first and basically just complete off the quest, and then we will take a look at the other 3 chests in the in the game. So basically there are 4 chests, like I said. 3 of them are in Bilgewater, another one is somewhere else. So we've already retrieved 1 here. We are gonna work on the other 2 in Bilgewater, but like I said, just after we return this box to Renee. So yeah, I'll cut back to Baron's Rest. Alright, we are back, so let's go ahead and speak to her and tell her about the good news. How goes the search? Return the supply container to her. Let's do that. Yes, this is it. She studies its surface with cautious wonder, smiling. Perfect. Yes, this has taken so long, and you were such a long shot at success. She clears her throat. Thank you. My superiors will be grateful of its return. Okay, let's try to return the lens to her. I know we need to keep the lens, but I'm still gonna go ahead and use the select this option regardless. Just to see what she says. She gently puts her hand up. No, you keep that. It is attuned to the people who used it and cannot be reattuned, so we have no use for it anyway. Consider it a gift. Alright, cool. Let's ask her what's in the box. Revealing its contents would be a greater crime than the fact magic had to be employed for its return. I apologize and hope you understand. This was not something easy for us to do. Alright, let's wait for her to mention the reward. Oh yes, I know you've been expecting this. She hands over a sack containing something that feels wavy and solid. I put in extra for your discretion. Thank you again. Alright, and yes, the ethereal lens, it's yours now. The culprit is still at large after all. There's no telling what else he's stolen. Maybe you'll find another use for it one day. She gives one final nod, then turns her attention back to the supply container. Okay, cool. So that's basically it. So, looks like that is 1 chest done. Now, like I said, there are 4 chests in total, and we have basically 3 more remaining. 2 of them are in Bilgewater, and the other one is elsewhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut ahead to the next area, and I will show you precisely where this next chest is. It's actually very, very near to our first location in the Slaughter Docks, and I think you guys will be very, very familiar with where this is. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, we are back, and as you can see, we are in the Warren. So if you recall, this is the first area where we, basically the first dungeon we explored, and this was the first time we got to use Alawi as well, which was really, really cool. So basically the next chest is actually in here. It is in the same spot where we had our first battle with Pike, and how coincidental we brought Alawi and Pike along for this one. So let's go ahead, and I think we're gonna use Pike for this part. No particular preference, but no particular reason. It's just for the sake of nostalgia. So let's go ahead and use Pike and head forward. Like I said, the chest is in the location where we first battled him, so let's go ahead and see what's there. I believe there's a bounty in that particular area as well, so we might as well just kill the corresponding enemy, and basically just collect the chest. You don't have to kill him, it's just that, because he's there. So let's go ahead and see what awaits us. Alright, there's the guy, level 9 bounty.
I've been preparing for this.
That was a lot of damage. Okay, we have to be careful then. If you got, you have to be careful if you're playing this level for the first time. But regardless, it looks like a relatively weak enemy. Given the Hextech Thief level 9, recall this guy was on the bounty board if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see what he has to do for what he can do first. I'm not gonna be too concerned because we have a massive level advantage over him. But I'm still gonna check it for in case you guys are approaching this enemy for the first time. Backfire the unstable Hextech Pistols backfire, dealing light magic damage to all allies. Unstable Barrage deals very heavy damage split randomly over 12 shots to all champions and all allies. And Overload deals very heavy magic damage to all champions, deals light damage and stuns self. He's immune to stuns and he has increased haste by 30%. Okay, so like I said, not too major. Let's go and just do a carve. Extra turn and we can actually kill him here. Very nice. Sorry, that slash should do it. There we go. Got what they deserve. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so like I said, easy battle because I was over leveled, but for those of you who are approaching this around that level, possibly watch out for his initial attack. So yeah, looks like there's another marker here, which I believe should lead us in the Spirit Realm. Let's interact with it. And if I'm not mistaken, the chest should be just about here. There we go. Let's check what this is. Okay, Cracked Feather Knight Talisman. So this is a artifact, which means we could trade this in potentially for black marks at the Low Tide Market. So yeah, I think Low Tide Market is also a place that we have to visit at the end of this episode in order to complete this quest, but we'll see to that later. Let's go ahead and just focus on the next quest first. Sorry, not next quest, the next location of this chest. If I'm not mistaken, this next one is in Grey Harbor, more specifically the Clario estate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the video ahead and I'll meet you guys there. Alright guys, so here we are in Grey Harbor, more specifically just in front of the Clario estate, as you can see here. So I'm going to show you where this next chest is. We have to head into the spooky house and I will show you precisely where it is. Alright, immediately you can see a marker over here. There's also a tiny little surprise here. Nothing too, too surprising, too shocking, but it's a little bit scary if you are, I would say, if you're playing this and you're too engrossed with it. You'll see what I mean. I'm not sure you'll find it scary, but I certainly do. Okay, let's go ahead and just interact with this. And up here, there should be the chest. And once we interact with this chest, you hear someone laughing in the distance, and of course someone laughs. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. I am creeped out by that. Okay, so that is pretty much it. That is the chest here, in the final chest in Bilgewater. So again, just to recap, Clario Estate, second floor of the balcony, and I believe the Slaughter Dogs in front of the pub, Captain's Bar, and in the Warrens where you went and I believe took on Pike for the first time in the game. So with that out of the way, we can finally head to the final area, which I believe is outside of Bilgewater. It is in the Windrack Isle. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut the video here and I'll meet you guys at the corresponding location. Alright lads, here we are on Windrack Isle. So basically all we need to do is we need to head up the stairs here. For those of you who are venturing this place for the first time, you're going to have to navigate the entirety of Windrack Isles. But because we've already done that the first time we're here, we're just going to go ahead and take the shortcut. So let's go ahead and head up. And immediately you'll see the marker over here. So once we interact with this, the chest should be just up the head. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and interact with this and get this final piece. Clanmaster's Last Stand, I believe that's for Yasuo. An echoing voice says, meet me where the tide is low in Bilgewater. I'm not sure if you caught that, but I definitely did. So basically what we need to do now is we need to head back to Bilgewater, and like I said, because the tide is low, we need to head to Low Tide Market. So I'm gonna cut ahead and I'm gonna meet you guys there. Alright guys, we are back in Bilgewater, and as you can see, we are just in front of Low Tide Market. For those of you who are unaware of where Low Tide Market is, it is basically just over here in the ship salvage yard area, and it's denoted by this this set of jaws over here. Now you might have also noticed that I have a little bit of change in personnel. I took out Ahri and I put in Misfortune. I know this is Ahri Ahri's mission, but you don't really have to bring Ahri. She's not a mandatory crewmate. So basically, I just brought Misfortune back. That is because this there's actually a battle that we're gonna have to do here, and to my understanding, this battle is not that difficult, but it could be a little bit annoying because the enemy can summon a lot of waves. So a lot of waves, essentially, a lot of waves of reinforcements. And with that in mind, I decided that I'm gonna go for my most aggressive lineup. It could be a bit different for you. For my aggressive lineup, it's gonna be Pyke, Alawi, and Misfortune. So let's go ahead and take on the enemy inside with this particular lineup. Okay, so inside Low Tide Market, what we need to do is we need to head to the end. There will be a chest here. I believe it restocks most of the time. I'm just gonna collect it again. And as you can see, another marker. Let's go ahead and interact with it and see what happens. Well, well, well. It's you, finally. You've been quite a thorn in my side, I hope you know. I'm a collector of forgotten things people leave behind. Ironically, people don't know what they have until it goes missing. You'd think they treat their things with better care if it mattered so much. Hasn't anyone told you to never steal from a thief? I hope it was worth it. I'll be taking back my belongings now, off of your dead body.
They must be tested to grow.
Alright, so as you can see, we are taking on the Veil Jumper here, and if I'm not mistaken, this is also another bounty board enemy. So we take on 2 bounty board enemies in this episode. Cool. Okay, so why did I say I had to go with Misfortune again? Because if I show you his abilities here, Riftwalk exits the battlefield temporarily through a portal, leaving reinforcements in this place. This is precisely why I decided to go with Misfortune, because she can play aggressively, and what's that ability called again? I can't remember, but the Shredder, there we go. The Shredder will essentially take him out as quick as we can. He also has kind of high health, 31,000 here, level 26. So, Combustion Bomb deals heavy magic damage and applies combustion, dealing true damage to all champions over 3 turns. Corporate Bomb deals light magic damage to all champions and applies combustion, dealing true damage to all champions over 3 turns. He's immune to stuns, as well as he has increased haste by 30%. Okay, with that in mind, we're gonna go ahead and play aggressive. We have Pyke in stealth. I think we're gonna do a carve and see what we get. Extra turn, very nice. Let's try that again. We don't get extra turn, but it's alright. What the hell is he gonna cast here? Combustion Bomb. Okay, Combustion Bomb, heavy magic damage and applies combustion, dealing true damage to all champions over 3 turns. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play aggressive. Let's do a harsh lesson here. We don't need to conserve mana as well, because we are at max level, so we don't get any XP from this. For those of you who are playing this, attempting this battle for the first time, you might want to try to conserve mana for this one. What I'm gonna do with Misfortune here is let's do a Shredder, because why the hell not? Okay, does Riftwalk, and as you can see, he summons reinforcements, which is precisely what we need to try to avoid. But it's okay. We are over leveled and we have a lot of mana, so we should be fine. I'm gonna do a carve here, and I think we'll just target either one. They all look weak, to be fair. Let's go ahead and target the Blade Breaker. Or let's go a Shredder with Misfortune again.
You're done.
There we go. 1 wave down. And we should get the Veil Jumper back. There we go. Okay, we have a turn here with Alawi. I think we're gonna do a... I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a taunt just to make sure that if he chooses to attack, at least he attacks Alawi. At the same time, we get a cleanse as well, which removes the ignite, which is good, I think. Is the ignite gone? Is the ignite gone? The ignite is not. Oh, right. Sorry. This is combustion. The same symbol with the ignite, which is why I got confused a bit. Okay. So looks like the cleanse won't work here. All right. It's all right. Let's go ahead and just do. Let's go ahead and play aggressive then. We will do another harsh lesson power. Can we do speed? Yeah. Let's do speed. All right. With Pike, let's try to get stealth on first. That way we could get more damage. I think we'll do a mark target actually. That way we get the Sunder off as well. That'll be better. Alright, Sunder, Magic Sunder. Now Pike Sunder with the mark target does not stack, so we're gonna do a Ghost Water Dive. Get the stealth. And we're gonna do an ultimate.
You'll descend fast. Scratched off.
Alright, cool. So I think we might get the win here. Unless he does another Rift Walk. Okay, so another wave. It's alright. We can still win this. We can still win this. We are terribly in control. We are, massively in control. Okay, let's do another Shredder here. Get a lot of damage off on these guys.
Anyone else?
Alright, let's do Carve. Okay, let's do a Tentacle Smash. Because I don't think there's any lane ability that goes before him, right? Yeah, only the Great Sanagekabors, which is a healing spell. Not that great. Okay, let's do a Tentacle Smash. And Misfortune will kill him here. I think we're not gonna do that because we can't plan ahead for the what is it, for the what's it called again? For the Veil Jumper to come back. So I think we're gonna do a Guns Blazing here just to make sure that she's ready and she goes after the Blade Breaker. But potentially the debuffs will take him out here. So yeah, that's I think the plan. All right, as expected. Veil Jumper is back, and Misfortune will kill him here. With potentially no trouble at all. Let's do a lane, let's do Shredder, and he's dead. There we go.
Gotcha. Let's get back to it.
Very nice. This is 5 waves, which is very, very good. So for those of you who are taking him on for the first time, you should expect a shitload of XP if you are, if you still can level up. Okay, we get the Midnight Fox token, which is cool, and we get something for Braum. Let's go and just leave that for now. What good are these trinkets if they carry no blessing? They seem to inspire weak men, cause them to stagnate. This Veil Jumper. They were not on the list, but they were a worthy adversary. This token, I feel like I've seen it before, perhaps in a dream, a memory from another life. Okay, and that's about it. So we have the Midnight Fox token, which is a component to craft the Oblivion Orb, which is again the legendary weapon for Ahri. So that means that leaves us with only the Ice Fox token and the Foxfire token, and both of which have some involvement in the Vault of the Vasani. One of them directly, the other one indirectly. So we're gonna work on that in the next episode, where we are gonna visit the Vault of the Vasani. We're also gonna work on Braum's legendary weapon as well, the final piece of Braum's legendary weapon. But yeah, all that is only in the Vault of the Vasani, which we have to visit in the next episode per the storyline. So with that being said, we are gonna end the video here because we are running out of time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode where I showed you how to get the Midnight Fox token. Hopefully you found it helpful as well. And if you did find it helpful and enjoyable, consider leaving a like as well as hitting that big red sub button down below. I really do appreciate your support here, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss which episodes are uploaded for single player playthroughs or content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Kevlo signing off. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully I catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.